Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. We've just defeated Unaleska, and I believe actually in the last video I should have pointed this out, but we did get the, or if I remember right, we got the Moon Crest. I think it was either the Moon Crest or the Moon Sigil. And that's at the back of the room that Unaleska is in. And it's really important to grab that right now. Again, just make sure that you get that before you leave. Later on, when we come back in here, you'll have to defeat Dark Bahamut in order to get that sigil, and that can be a challenge. So again, just make sure you get that right now. Don't wait. Anyways, alright, looks like Sin is here.
Dad? I know. The final summoning's gone. But I'll think of something. Just give me a little more time.
So kind of odd there. Seemed like Sin or Jekt kind of understood what Titus was either doing or saying.
Aren't we the happy-looking bunch?
Frana! Frana!
Where? Where? That all you can say? Why don't you think of something?
Well, any good ideas?
Come on, help us.
What do we know? Sin is Jekt. Thus you have a link, a bond with Sin. That may be our key.
So, what do we do?
We think and we wait.
Two things I'm bad at.
Oh, Uncle Sid. Oh, he's so adorable. Alright, anyways. So we finally got control of the airship, and man, do we have a lot of fun to take care of now. So one of the gripes about
Till you think of a plan.
One of the gripes about Final Fantasy X, you know, is just that it's so linear. And, you know, for the most part, I agree that that is the case. But that also, I don't know, I think it kind of feels like it adds something to the story, you know, some coherence, I suppose. Now that we've got control of the airship, a lot of stuff opens up, mostly side quest type of stuff here. So I believe we have a little bit of dialogue to take care of before we start with you know, kind of the side questy, or I don't know, just random treasure hunting type of activities. But we can once again recruit the Elbed Sykes, as again, you know, they are down here. I think, gonna go have a chat with some of them, but I decided not to. I think Rin here can be recruited as well. Looks like he's got some decent armor and weapons. I don't ever end up buying these. I really tend to wait.
Thank you.
And kind of either customize my own or obtain, you know, other I would say better weapons and armor. So anyways, let's continue on here. I believe we have to find Yuna and Kimari, and they are kind of up where the airship deck is at, I believe. They are not yours to take. Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's get out of here. Like that one guy's like, I finally figured out how this ship moves, and then I didn't like follow up with him. Either that or he just doesn't say. I don't know. Anyways, here's Yuna, wow, and Kimari.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna never run away.
Thank you, Kimari.
So, Kimari, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Micah knows much. Find him. Make him talk.
That's it! Kimari, you rock!
Kimari does rock. Alright. So I believe that is the conversation that you need to trigger in order to progress. So now that we have spoken with these two, I believe the High Bridge destination appears as a place that we can go to. And at this point, I believe, though, you can take care of some of the side quest type of stuff. I think this is what actually kind of allows you to travel around. You have to have that. I believe you have to have that conversation.
Guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Yeah?
That's why he was listening to it in Makalania.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the hymn of the faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Yeah, alright, here you go. So here's the little prompt that basically says, hey, talk to Sid, and he will, you know, essentially allow you to travel around.
It really was my idea, you know.
I got a good feeling about this.
Well, I guess it's all or nothing.
Let's see what Micah does now.
Alright. Not sure where I ended up
That
going
sounds
first
like a
here,
plan to
but
me. My baby here will take
we will
us
see.
anywhere we want.
okay, well. For whatever reason, it feels like it takes a lot of time for him to open up the, you know, like the destination list. It's kind of weird. All right, so let's put in some of the passwords that are, you know, scattered. Well, this is right there, scattered across Spira. Obviously, we've kind of already run into a few of them, and it's a bit of a puzzle. But as long as you've obtained the Albed primers, or at least a few of them, you should be able to, you know, figure out some of these passwords. And actually, I believe I entered in this wrong. These are all capitals, so I ended up having to redo this, unfortunately. So, password failed. All right, let's try this again. So, God Hand is one of Riku's weapons. And boy, was that her best one? I think that might be her Celestial, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure it is. Victorious, I believe, is a piece of armor for Riku. I don't think it's all that great. If I remember right, it's something like Lightning, Fire, and Ice Eater, or something like that. We'll find out here in a little bit once I actually grab it. But again, not one of my favored pieces of gear for her, but we will obtain it nonetheless. Mirasame, I believe. Yeah, that's I believe that's one of Orin's weapons. Again, same kind of deal. I don't typically end up, you know, equipping that. I guess it's, you know, just something to obtain and and check off the list, I suppose. But all right, let's see what we got here first. And if you recognize this area, this is just above. Okay, so that's the Victorious. This is just above the basically the beginning of the game there in Besaid. And there's a couple of, you know, it was bugging me too, because I remember the first time I ever played the game, you know, I was like, when I was traveling underneath there, I was like, oh, where are these save points at? Because you can see them on the mini map, but you can't actually get there. And you know, little did I know that really they're just there to actually to kind of like teleport to, I'd almost say. And all right, so anyways, this is very, very close to the Besaid ruins, you know, the same actually area that we were just at to get that Victorious. And I want to say this one might be the Mirasame, but I don't remember right off the top of my head, so let's head this way. Yeah, there we go. Mirasame, nice. I wish I would have equipped the stuff as I had tamed it, but I think, well, maybe I waited until I had grabbed everything, but I'm not real sure. Again, I guess, you know, for the most part, I didn't really equip most of this stuff. So maybe it doesn't really matter all that much, but... I think Mirasame might have been, like, piercing and 1 MP cost, which is kind of interesting, I guess. You know, piercing, yeah, that's okay. I feel like... I do feel like, though, piercing kind of gets phased out around this time in the game. You know, there's still some enemies that it's useful for, but... you know, I don't know. I feel like once we start obtaining the celestial weapons, that kind of... Again, I guess it kind of phases out, I guess is how I would describe it. Nice. Capture the Garuda. Excuse me. Alright, so here we are underneath Mushroom Road, or Mushroom Rock Road. And here, this must be God Hand, yeah. So, Celestial, you have to have the Celestial Mirror to obtain this. So hopefully you've already grabbed that. But yeah, this has got to be God Hand. Sure looks like it. Yep, that is it. Alright, so that is Riku's Celestial. Trying to think if we've obtained her crest or her sigil yet. I think, you know, one of the items to power up hers definitely is the Cactar Village side quest, which is a little annoying. Not too difficult, but a little annoying. And we will... I don't know if I do that actually in this video or in the next one or where that's at, but we will be taking care of that fairly soon. And then I think another one, you know, and again, I don't remember if it's her sigil or her crest, but I think one of those is just in a treasure chest. You know, somewhere in the game. I don't remember exactly where, but I kind of feel like we probably already have it. Kind of seems that way with most of the characters, is that there's some exceptions to the rule, but it feels like some of them are really, really easy, or like okay, so you've got a sigil and a crest. You usually, you know, one of the two is fairly easy to obtain. You know, usually just in a random treasure chest somewhere, and then usually again, you know, sometimes the other you know, sigil or crest is a little bit more difficult to obtain. So, you know, that's not always the case. There's definitely exceptions to the rule, but yeah. Anyways, let's continue on here. What is next? Okay, so it looks like we're going to the search, and there's a couple here that we need to get. So I guess pay attention to the coordinates here. If you need to pause, go ahead. But it looks like we're at like about 11 to 12. Okay, so that's Baj Temple, and then so like 11:58. And there's ranges, so you don't have to be right on. 15:44 is Cenubius Sands. Let's see here. What else do we have? Looks like we're stopping at about 30, 70, 3075. What did that say? Beaconell Island, was it? Alright, and 3356, Mihan Ruins. Let's see here, 40. Yep, 4057, and then I missed the name of that one. I don't remember if that one's the battle site or what, but then we've got, alright, looks like about 69, 20, oh, 74 now. 7437, Omega Ruins. Alright, so I think that's the last one. Yep. Alright. Baj Temple, I think I'm going to save that one for a little bit. Besaid Falls.
Here we go.
Yeah, we'll head here next. We will be doing, actually, Baj Temple is coming up, but looks like I decided to do something else first here. Ah, yes. Dragoon Lance. That thing is okay. Once again, I don't think I actually end up equipping that, but that's not a bad weapon for Kimari. Alright, what's next on the list? I do like how these are, they stay new until you actually explore them, so that's kind of nice. Or they're flagged as new, I should say, until you actually explore them. And this is interesting, so we're way in the back. And I remember the first time I was here, I was like, what the heck? Where am I? Alright, so that's the sonar. I think that's... I don't remember if that's for Riku or if that's for Waka. Anyways. I think we've got the... I think the battle site will be next. And then we'll probably head to... Bash Temple. That's my guess anyway. Yep, alright, so here's the battle site. So it is kind of nice, or kind of neat though, that they, you know, put these save points around here, and you know, now you finally get to actually explore them. This one though, I don't think you can even get close to this area. Phantom Bangle. Okay, so I think that's for Lulu. All right. Excuse me. Next. We're counting on you, kid. All right. What do we have here? Snubia Sands and High Bridge and Omega Weapon. Omega Ruins. Snubia Sands is the only other like treasure chest I believe that we can find. High Bridge is to continue on with the story. Omega Ruins is a very difficult area that we won't be going to for a while yet. Escalon. Okay, I think that's double AP for Titus here. Yep, double AP. So that one's not too bad, but unfortunately I haven't captured everything yet, so I will not be equipping that. I think we're going to hit Bash Temple next. Ooh, excuse me. Oh yeah. Alright, so I saved my game, which I definitely recommend. Bash Temple has a semi-difficult boss. So make sure that, again, make sure that you save. I believe there is one more, well, no, technically we appear at a save point, so I guess worst case scenario is you could save right here. Yeah, you could save right here. That wouldn't be the worst idea ever either, because... so anyways, this boss coming up here has, or is able to drop a weapon that has the no encounters ability on it. Now, you cannot actually get no encounters on a weapon.
What's up? Something here?
I almost got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. All right, let's go.
Okay, so as I was saying, you can't actually obtain no encounters on a weapon, and I missed, by the way, I missed the Onion Knight for Lulu. That's Lulu's celestial weapon. That's down here. We'll end up, I have footage of actually obtaining it much later, but it's kind of hidden in this little underwater area here. So unfortunately, you know, like I said, I kind of missed getting it this first trip, but I'll end up coming back later and grabbing that. Anyways, this is Geosquana or something like that. This guy can be kind of nasty. One of the things I'd recommend doing though is using a Poison Fang with Riku to get that poison on him, unless you've got poison learned on one of your characters, which, you know, for me anyway, I haven't gone through Lulu's part of the grid with any of these characters yet. nor did I for quite some time. So, anyways, just use the use command and drop that poison effect on him. That is actually going to do a ton of damage. Other than that, quick hits always good. And then if your characters have anything or any armor that's got stone proof on it, that is going to be insanely useful here. It looked like Riku is equipped with one of those pieces of armor, because she did not get turned to stone there. And unfortunately, when you get turned to stone here, I believe it shatters you right away as well. So you can't, use a soft. And Sunburst here is pretty insane. If I remember right, it does a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, about 20k. Not bad. So that's that. So yeah, other than that, hopefully if you've got like attack reels is really good to use here. Blitz Ace, if you just happen to have it, I guess, give that a rip here as well. But anyways, Sunburst there did a ton of damage. And there it is, the variable Mog. So that particular weapon now has the no encounters. And unfortunately, I can't actually equip it because it's a weapon for Lulu, and she is not able to be equipped at the moment. But here I'm going to just kind of cruise through the equipment list and show you guys that it's got no encounters. And like I said earlier, no encounters cannot actually be customized onto a weapon. So there it is, no encounters. So the only way to get a no encounters weapon is by defeating Geo's Guano, or however you say that guy's name. So, I guess, for completionist's sake, go ahead and try to get one here. Unfortunately, though, sometimes he'll drop just equipment that, has like auto reflect on it and stuff. And there's nothing special about that. So I would, suggest, I guess, restarting your game, which is, again, another good reason to save right above there. And hopefully you've already got your, your overdrives all leveled up. Otherwise, I guess you could always leave and come back and then save here at the crystal once you've got your overdrives up. But anyways, like I said, so that's the only place in the game that you can actually get a weapon that has no encounters on it. Now, I believe here. Okay, so I don't think we can actually complete this right now. So the first time you come to the Badge Temple, you won't be able to finish this. But and then I don't know if you have to activate these I don't know what are these spheres. But I just went up to them and interacted. So I don't know if you actually need to do this. I guess I would, just for I guess just to cover your bases. Again, I'm not sure if you actually have to activate these right now. But, oh, hey, treasure chest. Okay, cool. Hopefully I open that up. Yep, here we go. Okay. Mega Elixir. Oh, very nice. And on the other side, a Mega Phoenix, or a few Mega Phoenixes. And that one, it looks like I can't activate that one. And then I think this other one as well, on the other side, I don't think I'll be able to activate yet either. But we'll see here. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so we can't activate this one too. So anyways, you have to activate all 6 here in order to break this seal. And just past the seal is a is actually an Aeon, Anima. So this is the place that will get Anima here eventually. Now, I believe at this point we'll have to go all the way back to the Xanarkand Dome and finish the Cloister of Trials there. And I believe it even said there, when I interacted with the seal, it said something like you have to find all the hidden treasures of the of the different temples. And what that means is, you have to obtain the destruction sphere and find, whatever hidden quote-unquote treasure is at the temple. And, we haven't actually completed that yet for the Xanarkand Dome. So now I believe once you actually visit the Badge Temple, you will be able to finish that final, or the final. I believe actually I think it's the final 2.
Here we go.
What would they? The screen puzzles, I suppose, is what you'd call those there at the Xanarkin Cloister Trials. But anyways, let's head there now. And I don't remember if there was a way, and I think there is actually. There's a way to get through here, or to teleport. And I think I needed to come a little bit closer towards the screen. But I'm pretty sure there is a teleporting pad around here somewhere that would have let me, teleport in farther. Unfortunately, I had forgotten all about it, so I end up running all the way, which isn't so bad though, because I've got the variable Mog equipped. That new no encounters equipment, putting that to use right away. Excuse me. And it took me actually quite a few tries to actually get that. I would say it took probably 5 or 6 attempts. I kept getting, armor with the auto reflect on it and stuff. So unfortunately, I'd have to, I had to reset my game a couple of times to retry. But anyways, let's make our way in here to the dome. The final configurations aren't too difficult. And then there's another teleporter right here. Not a bad idea to save, by the way. Especially after that Geo-Squano battle. Guano Bowls. Alright, Dome Corridor. Yeah, let's go there. Just make sure that you're standing on it in the right spot. Although I guess it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing ever if you end up teleporting back, because you can just teleport right, back here again. Alright, anyways. Where are we at here? Okay, so we're fairly close. Alright, so there the puzzle is on the screen there. So it's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the white squares is the solution to that puzzle. And I don't remember if you have to actually activate some of the squares in this room as well, or if it's only the other room. What am I doing? Okay. I must be lost. Excuse me. Oofda. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh, you know what I bet I was doing? I bet I was looking up where the actual... I was looking up the floor, like a diagram. Excuse me, a diagram of the floor tiles there, so I'd know where the squares were at. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3 here in this room. Yeah, okay, and then so this puzzle I suppose is unique because previously you would only use like one room at a time. It was either the puzzle was either in the other room or this room, and now for this puzzle they combined the 2 rooms. And once again we have to just step on all of the white squares. Alright, how many do we got now? Oh, that looks like that's it. Okay. So I think there was sounds. There were some sounds, that related to all these symbols or figures, maybe I should say. And you know, when they all play them together like that, I think it, if I remember right, it sounds kind of like the hymn of the faith. If I remember right. I have the volume, unfortunately, on the playback down really low, so I can't actually hear right now, but if I remember right, that's how it all went down. All right, here's the Magistral Rod. I don't remember the stats on this. You know, once again, I really doubt that I end up making use of that at all, but anyways. So that's it. So we have, you know, obtained the final, I don't know, hidden item, I suppose, from these cloistered trials. So now we should be able to go back to the Baj Temple and finally obtain the anima
Here we go.
Aeon. Now, one of the things, I'm not sure in this version if you can go back. Actually, I'm not sure if you can go back in either version and, you know, reacquire the excuse me, the hidden items. Like, I don't know if you can go back into the Cloistered Trials if you've you know, made mistakes or didn't obtain the hidden items or not. And again, now with this being the HD remaster version, in a lot of these temples, they either don't let you in until, you know, later on in the game or at like a certain point in the game. But again, now if you haven't obtained those, unfortunately, it kind of really actually sucks, because, you know, then you have to wait until even later to get back in here. And again, now I don't remember if you even can with some of those cloistered trials. I don't know like when you can get back into the temples and when you can't. I feel like especially the one with the Makalana or the Makalania temple. That one is guarded by Dark Shiva, and I believe at this point in the game she is active. So you would have to, you know, beat Dark Shiva in order to get in there. So I don't know. It just kind of stinks, I guess, or it's a little more cumbersome if you haven't, you know, obtained those treasures earlier on in the game. You know, more or less on your first visits to those temples. My understanding is, though, again, you know, you should be able to, if I remember right, anyway. Again, though, I've never actually done that. I've always made sure that I got all of those treasures on my first pass through, so, you know, I wouldn't run into issues like that. Because, you know, again, it is, I mean, Dark Shiva is no joke. She's no pushover. She's a lot harder than, you know, any enemy you'll be able to fight for quite some time here. So, you know, unfortunately, if you're trying to get anima at this point in the game and you haven't obtained those treasures from the other older temples, that's a major issue. But anyways, all right, we're gonna come in here and we'll obtain anima. We do have a little bit of dialogue though.
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found Sin.
Yes. Come, Summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy Sin, and my son's obsession with it. Though it is small recompense for what I did to him.
All right, so here we've got it, the Dark Anima, or the Dark Aeon Anima, I suppose I should say. But anyways, we got to cut this right here, so like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. But hope these guides were helpful, and hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.